Over the years, I was thinking, it would be nice if I organized some kind of exchange between my original university and the university where I was working. And so that's how the first exchange agreement between the two institutions was established. That was in 2011. I come from Michigan, which is the university where I teach. I invite 15 of our students in Michigan to accompany me in Namur for a full month. We introduce them to the Belgian culture. We also travel to Brussels, Antwerp, Luxembourg to illustrate the effect of or the role of the European institutions. The topic of the study is related to finance, international finance. So it gives the students a real sense of world finance, more than if we were studying international finance in Michigan, I believe.
My course is partly it's a practical, functional thing because most of the students have never studied French before. So a lot of it is very day-to-day French. Bonjour, je m'appelle. How to order food in restaurants and how to get around in the grocery store, everyday kinds of things. If we do have students who have more advanced French, then they can have some more content that focuses a little bit on vocabulary related to their finance courses. So learning things about la bourse, les banques, and things like that. There's two components, the language component that's kind of just a necessity, and then also the intercultural competency developing part that is supposed to help them feel much more at ease living in a new culture.
Let's see, I'm really liking my time here in Belgium. I've been meeting a lot of new people, going to a lot of new places, trying a lot of new food. Had fries with mayo for the first time, so that was pretty fun. And yeah, just glad to be in a new environment.
Definitely my first time staying here for a prolonged period without my family, so it's definitely a new experience.
We are working on that. In fact, this morning me and my other friend who's here, were struggling a little bit to talk to a hairdresser.
It's definitely tough. I feel like you have to use a lot of nonverbal communication, pointing to things, which isn't necessarily the way I would like to go about it.
With the help of the professors here, they do help a lot, and word reference is a really good tool, so I kind of it's better than Google Translate, I will say. So if I have any issue at a restaurant or at a store, I either try my best to figure the word out or go to word reference, so.
There are a lot of things that are different.
If you look at the way some restaurants and shops operate, I think is very interesting to see the difference, because obviously some of them close and then open up again halfway through the day. In the US, that's not very common.
The difference of people, like a lot of times in the US, they're kind of like just do their own thing. Like in Belgium, it's kind of more like a community. Everyone talks more, kind of like tries to keep the ball rolling, keep everyone involved. So it's kind of cool.
Remembering that there's a different currency, a lot of times I'll accidentally say dollars instead of euro, and people will be like, if someone overhears it, they might give me a funny look.
They're definitely an adjustment, but I kind of like having some of these differentials and make it feel like you're in a different spot instead of having things that are similar to where you're used to.
So when I was at my volunteer experience this morning, we kind of ran like a food bank of a sort, where like they would give us almost expired food from the grocery stores, and then we would sort it into different like containers, stuff like that, and then they hand it out either at dinner, which would be tonight, or like different events to families. Like there's some families in Ukraine here, and other like people who are lower income who need a meal. So it's pretty cool.
It's actually also interesting because it's similar to that in the US. I've done similar work in the US, so it's interesting to see it here as well.
Often a lot of American study abroad programs or American Erasmus programs, they tend to come, they stay, they have fun, they leave kind of thing, and sometimes they stay for very short periods of time. What we aim to do by getting involved in the community and giving back a little bit to the community is help the students feel like they're really contributing something and they're not just here for vacation.
And I love the bridges and the scenery and the architecture. I do take a lot of pictures, so it's cool just to be able to look back and say, oh yeah, I remember this building or this castle, chateau, stuff like that.
Probably food. Everything I've had here has been really great. We haven't had any issues.
Being able to bond with the people in the program was really nice.
Trying to navigate our way around Namur and other places. We all have to pull up a map on our phone, and so we all struggle to get places on time a bit.
Maybe it could be the language barrier, but I guess those kind of challenges present opportunity and chance to grow as an individual.
Some negatives are that the mosquitoes here are really, really bad. I'm kind of covered, but I look past it since I'm here for the experience.
And our students absolutely love coming here to Namur. They are always blown away and just very impressed by how beautiful and charming the city is itself and how kind the people are here in Belgium, in Namur specifically. So we love coming here, and our students love coming here and spending their month here.
Yeah, I mean, I've just had a great time so far at the University of Namur, and I look forward to continuing for the next few weeks or so.